I'ma show you how to do it, yeah. It's called My Way. What up, what's good, what's poppin', it's TheLeaRae. Hey, bars.
Big machine in the building.
What's going on right here? It is your girl TheLeaRae, and you're tuned into TheLeaRaeShow. So, I needed to come on here and talk to you really quick about what happened with the car. And I said, let me do this and just finish getting ready for work. I'm not gonna really do nothing. I'm thinking I'm gonna put some lashes on, but I need to make a to-do list because I haven't planned in my planner for like weeks. And I need to go to Walmart to pick up a prescription. And I need a presenter. You know the thing when you're a teacher, you click through the PowerPoints, or when somebody's giving a presentation, they get a clicker. I call it a clicker. It's called a presenter though. And my teacher money, I spent all the teacher money I had on 2 cases of paper, some small Post-it notes. So when I do my quick check, I did like this activity with the students called a quick check, and basically it was a 3-question quiz after the lesson, and it was multiple choice. So all they had to do is get a Post-it note and write A, B, or C, and then they came and they stuck it up in the front of the classroom. And then while they started their activity, I was able to see who needed extra help. Sometimes, in some classes, I had to stop the whole class, like, pause, let's go back over this. Oh gosh, but see, like, I don't even think that's a reflection on me as a teacher though. And I'm not saying that because I'm perfect. I'm just saying that because the children have the tendency to sit there in your class absent-mindedly, copying down what you're saying, but not engaged mentally. You know, I can't help you be engaged mentally. And unfortunately, sometimes what you have to learn, I'm just gonna have to show you how to do it. You know what I mean? Everything can't be, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just direct instruction when it comes to math, and probably other subjects as well, but everything can't be all bells and whistles and fireworks, and you get what I'm saying? So it just depends on if they want to be engaged. Do you want to do well? So as I'm going over the notes, I need them to be actively engaged, but I have a few techniques. I just haven't use them or haven't even thought to use them because I've had so many students out. Y'all, I'm on a whole tangent. That's not what I got on here for. I wanted to tell you what happened with PEPBOYS really quick. Because you've been seeing me doing some car shopping, and you're probably thinking like, well, what happened with the Honda? Well, let me tell you what happened with the Honda. So we had submitted all the paperwork that we needed to submit to, what's her name? Katila Sanders. That's her name. That's her real name. Write it down. Whatever you got to do. Katila Sanders from the PEPBOYS Claims Department is the most incompetent person, incompetent customer service person, incompetent claims person ever on the face of the earth, ever for all time. Okay? She don't do her job. And I say that because, number one, every time you try to call her, you can't get her. Every time she responds to you, it takes weeks before she responds to you. Then she claims she hasn't gotten stuff, and it's clearly there in the email that says sent, blah, 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 blah. So to make a long story short, after submitting all the necessary paperwork and waiting for Katila to process the claim, we hadn't heard nothing. So Adrian, was going to follow up yet again. It had been, because this isn't the first time. Like literally every time we've had to contact her, it always requires us to follow up and just cover our bases because she don't respond. So I was telling Adrian the last time he sent over the information that he needed to go ahead and do another follow-up because we should have heard something back at that point. So just as he was about to do the follow-up, why did somebody from the quality control department call us and was like, hey, can you rate Katila? How effective was she in doing X, Y, and Z? And basically my husband told them trash. She's trash, period. That's it. Trash, garbage. She cannot do her job. She don't know how to do her job. She's unprofessional. She don't call nobody back. Something that should not have taken this long has been drawn out. And he just basically let the quality control agent know that she, in so many words, probably, he didn't say she needed to be fired, but that's what needs to happen. Like, I don't know what's going on with her, but she's obviously not doing her job. So it's been a complete nightmare. This probably could have been resolved so long ago because it was obviously PEPBOYS' fault. So they took the information. Then, like, within 24 hours, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, why did we get a email from Katila? And Katila was like, we'll be sending you your money. So basically what that means is that PEPBOYS has admitted fault. It was their fault, the reason why my car was doing what it was doing. They broke it. And I will be getting that along with the tow and the cost of the tow. So they have admitted fault, period. But I had to think, like, let me see if I can get this lash on. I had to think about this summer and how freaking hot it's been, and just the overall maintenance problems that I have with the Honda, or could possibly have, being that the car is old. And I was like, do I want to deal with this? Now, I said I don't care. Because I don't. I didn't. I really didn't. Because I didn't want no car payment. I was really against the car payment. Still am. Mad I got one now. But I really didn't want a car payment, y'all, period. Like, who want a car payment? Some people is beat for cars. Gotta have this type of car. Gotta have, I got some family members like that. Gotta have a BMW. Gotta have a Benz. And want you to know they got it too. I don't know why. I don't get it, because that's not a big deal to me. Transportation is, I just need something that work, okay? And like I said, I would have rocked out with the Honda. The wheels did fall off though, because they broke my axis.
Shut your stupid.
So that was the problem with that. But I don't get that whole care for cars, because I'm not the type of person that cares for cars. I would have been fine with my Honda had they have not done what they done, which I've said plenty. I need some more lash glue. I've said this plenty of times. So it is what it is. But my question to myself was like, do I want to deal with the work that I'm gonna have to put into it? Because number one, if we talking about internally, my AC was not working. So I don't know, it had something to do with the compressor and all that kind of stuff. And just think about how much that's going to cost to get fixed, number one. Number two, the car ain't had no paint on it. Thank you, Honda, for that. And that was crazy, because when we had went to one dealership, the guy was like, oh yeah, I used to work for Honda. That you were part of that situation with the paint and blah, 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 blah. I was like, So that was going to be 2 bands. That's cosmetic. That's not pressing, but still, did I want to drive around with a car with no paint on it? Not for real. I mean, like, it wasn't the end of the world, but it sure wasn't pretty. So eventually, if I had 2 bands lying around, I would have probably wanted to paint the car. So that, you got the situation with the AC, you got that. And then, like, one of the windows didn't roll down. I think it was back right. Like, the motor just had went out. And then I never rolled that window down. Like, I rarely ever rolled the back windows down, only in the summer if the AC wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Because the AC would work sporadically up until, like, this summer, when it just would not work, period. I guess it finally 100% gave out. So, yeah, I never had rolled that window down. I'm not going to say never, rarely. That's what I meant to say. Let me put this flash on real quick, because I got to concentrate. There we go. So I rarely rolled that window down, and the last time I tried to roll it down, which was this summer, it was like not on duty. You could forget about that forever. So that was a wrap. I would have had to get that fixed, and I don't know how much that cost, but that's an electrical problem. And speaking of electrical problems, my dashboard was digital. And it has started to go, because you know how, like, when you got a digital dashboard and on your speedometer, it gives you the speed, but part of the number wasn't lighting up. So I was like, oh, it's about to go. It's about to go. And so that was that. The CD player, not that I needed the CD player, but that shows you how old it was. It has a CD player in it. It just stopped working out of nowhere. And I did used to be, back in the day, back in 09, baby, I did used to have CDs, okay? And I was playing them, but it had stopped working. So it was just some things like, do you want to continue? Now, is it a good car? If I would have got it fixed, yeah, it's a Honda, baby. As long as nobody don't break it on purpose like Pep Boys, it's straight. But I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But I am doing it. I was willing to sacrifice. But Adrian was like, I think you need a new car because blah, 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 blah. And then Adrian was like, I got you, boo. I was like, you got me, boo? It's like, yeah, I got you. Don't even worry about car payment, blase, blah. I was like, okay. I just needed to get a car that was, number one, not going to break the bank because it ain't that deep, and will get me from point A to point B, has AC in it. You know, like, my expectations of a car are very, like, what I want in a car is very low because I had the Honda and I had no bells and whistles in the Honda. So anything other than that would have been an upgrade. So I didn't really have, oh, it gotta have this, it gotta have that, this, that, and the third. So I went ahead and just got something about, I swear it was the grace of God, yo. Because I was ready to throw in the towel on that day. I was ready to throw in the towel before when I was car shopping because y'all know what happened. Like, they couldn't sell me the car that I wanted. And I wish they could because I like that car better than the one I got. But just count your blessings, right? Just count your blessings because this payment is better and it's better on gas. It just is what it is. So, but I was ready to throw in the towel, and then this happened, and then I was able to get a car. So I'm definitely gonna give you guys a car tour, let you guys see my new car, show you what kind of car I got. And at the end of the day, I'm grateful because I'm riding around in air conditioning. And y'all see, we spoiled and we like, oh, AC, like, that's standard. But it wasn't standard for me in the Honda. It became non-standard when it stopped working. So something as simple as air conditioning in the car, I am super grateful for and happy about. But anyway, y'all, that's what happened. Because Tila dropped the ball. Never mind her dropping the ball. It was their fault anyway, and they had to run me that money, and we should be getting that soon because they already told us the amount.